My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena, where we're playing in the Hearthstone Arena, and my name is Rhapsody. What are we going to get offered to us this time? On our 400, and why have we got 415 gold? That doesn't look right at all. Oh, so the first request of these is Paladin, Secret, Spurkadani.
I will serve.
So I get a Paladin, I draft a Secret, not Secret-related cards, so both of these ones can get fucked. But I just have to draft a Secret. Avenge. It's great. It's a good secret. Done. I have completed the challenge. These are actually really good cards I'm getting. Zombie Chow. Oh, baby. The other ones are pretty good as well, but Zombie Chow is really good. Okay, so Avenge is going to be really important. Often your opponent has to play around Avenge or give you the game. Zombie Chow is a really good early card. It will combo very well with the Argent Protector because I can protect it while I'm killing something. The Injured Blade Master is the highest attack on 3... Well, no, it's not. It's one of the highest attacks that you can get on 3 mana. Can be comboed very well with the Argent Protector. Both of these are solid because they're Yetis. Spiteful Smith is the most solid of those. Truce of a Champion always. It's always going to be the Truce of a Champion when it's offered. It's just how that goes. The most solid of these is the Imp Master. The other ones are okay. So I have I have 2 cards that aren't minions. So 2 cards that this could hit and not transform into a chicken. This is a card draw, cool, but I also have a pretty, actually I have a higher, yeah, but I want to draft low, so I'm not going to take Holy Wrath. Okay, it's Imp Master. I'll take the Iron Beak Owl because the other ones are really bad, and the Iron Beak Owl actually might have some usefulness in some sort of a scenario, maybe. Jungle Panther, 4 damage on 3, cool, it's fine. Seal of Light versus Elden Ring Farseer. They kind of have a similar usage, so I use the Seal of Light because it's earlier. Ticket Down Technician, do I have any mechs? I have 0 mech. Well, I have 1 mech. I feel like Argent Squire is actually going to be significantly better. Especially considering I have early cards like Avenge, Zombie Chow, Argent Squire, and considering the kind of way that the meta is working out recently. Wailing Soul is more often going to be bad for me than it's going to be good for me. I can't take a Secret Keeper, can I? No, I'm just going to take a Wailing Soul, and I'm just going to hope to play it naked on the board. Gilban Stalker. I'm getting some uninspiring picks. I want the Shielded Minibot, but as I said, it's always Truce of a Champion. You get a Truce of a Champion, it's your Truce of a Champion. Stranglethorn Tiger is going to help me up my curve a little bit. Avenge again, or Silverhand Knight? I think Avenge is strong enough that I'll take another Avenge. Injured Blade Master, because Arcane Golem gives your opponent the game if you play it early. Echoing Ooze. I'm not going to be playing buff cards, but there are going to be a lot of things on the field. Maybe I get out a Sea Giant. And I'm going to be able to come back into the game with the Truce of a Champion. Ooh, Shade of Naxxramas. It's too strong, because I can come back into the game with the Truce of a Champion. Sunwalker, because I don't have any high-ends so far. Ogre Brute is so powerful. But I can keep a Micro Machine alive pretty easily. Nah, Ogre Brute. It's too powerful. Late game is Guardian of Kings. Excellent again. Stone Splinter Trog is just solid 2-3 for 3. Sorry, 2-3 for 2. I want to take the Scarlet Purifier. How many Death Rattles do I have? 1. 2. I have 2 Death Rattles, so I can play around that and play the Scarlet Purifier. And my curve isn't low enough for Divine Favor to be super useful for me. And the Scarlet Purifier, you know, it's just a 4-3 for 3. That's really good as well. Dark Iron Dwarf is really powerful, so is the Argent Protector. I'd like to get a really good 1-drop, like a really strong 1-drop. Like another Zombie Chow or a Worgen Infiltrator or something. Stranglethorn Tiger, yep, because it'll be hidden. Huh. Well, I'm not going to have out enough Silverhand Recruits for the Quartermaster to be amazing, so maybe I take Enhancer Meccano and try and run them down with my early cards. Alright. I'm going to try and make this an Enhancer Meccano deco. I don't have a high prediction for this deck. I'm going to say 3. All possible sense of optimism has been beaten ruthlessly out of me by the last arena. I was so sure we were going to go better than that. And then we didn't. And then I was sad.
Uther versus
Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. And then Paladin, Paladin, Paladin. Guess which 3 I won against and which 3 I lost against. Avenge early is probably not going to be that actually good for me. Stone Splinter Trog is fine because it means my opponent has to buff it if they want to cast any spells. Wailing Soul is horrible as a 4-drop, so I've just got to hope that I draw... Whoops. I've just got to hope that I draw a Truce of a Champion by that point so that I can actually play something strong on turn 4. Trogno stupid. That is my impression of the card. You can see me here every Wednesday to Friday. Well, that gives you fewer ways to deal with my Imp Master! Imp Master is unlikely to be able to kill what's played on 3 mana, though. Which is worthy to note. Thank you, Chilling Yeti. There's no reason for me to attack in. If I attack in, I give my opponent the kill this time. Whereas right now, they don't have the kill this time. Ah, another Yeti, I see.
Let the dark in.
So I attack that, I attack that. Everything except Shadow Madness, I am amazing against. Why did I do that? Oh, thank you. No. I don't want to run into Holy Nova that heavily. Just remove too much stuff. So at this point, Holy Nova would give me a 6/5, and my opponent has a naked board. What's up, buddy? Let's think about doing.
What you want?
Baby, I got it. What you need. You know I got it. And all I'm asking is for a little respect when you get home. Just a little bit, mister. I mean, what?
The battle.
We're just trading optimally, like, every single turn. Strengthorn Tiger for the increased attack. So I'm in a really good position, because my opponent has to... They, first off, have to know that this is Avenge, and then they have to know that it's very difficult to play around Avenge. And then I have another Avenge in hand, so as soon as they kill that one, as soon as they manage to play around that one... You'll notice, they just straight up won't kill any of my minions. They're refusing to do so.
For justice. The battle.
So while they're scared of all of my minions, I can just develop all over the top of them. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3. I'll count these 2 because this is so good and this has got some value. It's a 4. 5, 6 versus 5. And I'm playing first. So I have the established board as well. Which is not to be underestimated. Wait, I don't do that, I do that.
For justice.
That was almost a big whoops whoops. Big whoops-a-daisy. We're close enough to the end of the game that I want to be tapping the button every single turn. Especially because I'm running out of cards. And I'm not running out of cards in a bad way. I'm running out of cards because I have so many cards on the field. Although having the Shade of Naxxramas out one turn earlier is a little stronger in the long run.
I got the best deal
Maybe I should have considered that. He has the best deals anywhere. Don't know if you've heard. Don't True Silver champ me, bro.
Is my shield.
Nope, gotta tap the button every turn.
Reporting for duty.
So now I can inflict some very, very annoying face damage. What could my opponent have gotten from my deck? I didn't get a Consecrate. I didn't even get offered a Consecrate, so there's no Consecrates going on.
Let us see if this will.
Shrinkmeister, Shadow Word Pain.
Let me change your mind.
Oh, you can Cabal Shadow that. Right, yeah, I was thinking it was 5. That's actually really bad for me. This would have been Shrink Cabals though, so it's not, you know, the end of the world. It doesn't matter either way.
The battle.
Develop another board! A new board! A better board! A board that gives youth a future, old age a security, and blah blah blah. If you recognize the speech that I was just brutally screwing up, then I'm very proud of you. I was really hoping it would go on my my 2/2 there.
Let us see if this.
Oh, another steal? No, it's a Shadow Word Pain.
They are bend to my command.
They are bend to your command, so I've heard.
Suffer.
Reporting for duty.
Because if it's killed, nothing else is gonna die. Should have waited until it was 4 so that I'm safe of Shadow Word Pain. But then, 2 Shadow Word Pains are being used. How scared am I really of Shadow Word Pain? I have to assume that my opponent has something strong removal related.
Silver Moon shall not fall.
No? 13 victory. 15. Well played. Hey, that attack last turn actually worked out for me. 1-0. The opponent had to play around Avenge for so long that they ended up screwing their own tempo. That's basically what happened there. Even though we didn't get enough of our early cards, I was really hoping to get more. I mean, we have Ardent Squire, we have Zombie Chow, we have the 2 Argent Protectors. Oh man, we've got a Gilban Stalker. We could have gotten a much stronger early game. I just want you to know that should be atypical.
Uther
In the negative direction, whereas previously in our most recent arena, Roguebot, I think episode 153, was atypical in the other direction, as it was horrid. The imps are too easily killed by hero power, so that's why that's going back. Depends how slowly my opponent plays it as to whether I go Gilban Stalker. Not slowly at all, so I'm gonna go Gilban Stalker. If I were to coin out the Gilban Stalker this turn, I'd be able to kill that, but then my opponent could just dagger this turn and then return the damage, so not really worth it for me. So since they're not playing slow... Hey, they developed the dagger anyway. Since they're not playing slow, I Gilban Stalker. Rather than coining out the Shade of Naxxramas and then waiting. Wish I had the Argent Protector last time. Argent Squire, sorry. Oh, I wish I draw Argent Protector this turn. That'd be really good. Argent Protector, Argent Squire both go out. My opponent would basically need a Fan of Knives at that point, unless they want to lose the game immediately. Oh. That makes this a little bit of a rough ask for the kill. No. Nope, it doesn't. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now I'm happy. Crap tractor. Are you ready for the thunder and the lightning? No matter what that's used to remove, I can instantly remove it on a return. And if I can't, well, I'll use the Dark Iron's Wall plus whatever I have on the board to instantly remove it on the return. So what I'm saying is the that's all, folks.
Hurry up! Portals online!
Oh, baby. This is really good for me. Boop. What else have you got? I'm a dick. That was perfect. Also, I was very specific to have the 1/1 in the center, so Betrayal doesn't actually kill anything.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Oh, that wasn't comboed. Oh, honey. Am I being too condescending now? I think I'm being too condescending now. No, I need a singularly strong beast. I'm a dumb man. This should be on the other side. I forgot to play around Betrayal. I am a dumb man. I'm glad to have the Guardian of Kings in my deck because it's just a little bit of heal to make sure that I don't, you know, just die instantly. Lovely.
Not on my watch.
Hero power, sorry, spell power plus hero power plus Fan of Knives? Sorry, spell power plus hero power plus Blade Flurry, or spell power plus Fan of Knives. Spell Plower. Gotta get me that Spell Plower. 10, I need 7 damage to win the game. I do not draw 7 damage. I play the Guardian of Kings. And I refuse to reveal my Shade of Naxxramas. Yeah. Because it wouldn't matter and I have strong control of the board. It wasn't going to win me the game to use the Shade of Naxxramas that turn as many times as it could possibly flip the game backwards. So 2-0. If we get to 4-0 or 3-1, I'll cut to a part 2. But apparently if I cut to a part 2 after a 3-1, I go 3-3. So, I mean, what? No, I've never heard of anyone doing that, except for I did it literally an hour ago. What the fuck do you think you're doing? That fly cannot fly. Like, it keeps walking around my room. And I just keep flicking it. Just like... It's not flying away while I'm doing the flick, by the way. It's just getting flicked and then it's getting back up onto my desk and coming towards me.
Uther versus Jane.
I mostly admire its resilience, to be honest.
I will fight with honor.
Seal of Light is not good enough. It's just not good enough against an opponent that could play Snow Chugger. Stone Splitter Trog is okay. I mean, it's not astounding, it's not amazing, it's definitely not good, but it's okay. I think I need to spend a lot more time analyzing my play with the Shade of Naxxramas, because I feel like with the Shade of Naxxramas, I need to be more discerning, or more strongly discerning on which turns I want to play it. Not on which turns I want to play it, on which turns I want to attack with it.
No, stupid.
This attacks, then that pings. Which means my opponent has to slow down their game. Yep. Then this is a 5-1 currently on the board. So if I were to reinforce, my opponent would have to ping and then attack to the face with a 5-1 again. Which is actually good for me. So this forces my opponent to use a ping this turn, so unless they have a 1 mana card, they're not going to actually develop anything. And they are unlikely to have a 1 mana card worth playing off the back of the fact that they had to coin out a 2/3.
I am ready.
Fine, I was wrong.
For justice.
Didn't expect to be wrong there. Oh well. Hey, I had no other way of doing 5 damage. Sorry, 1 damage. Fucking hell. Do I just use the second charge of the weapon to get it out of my hand?
For the Lich King!
And if I do use the second charge of the weapon, who do I hit?
For justice.
This is a very hopeful play. I am hoping that my opponent doesn't have enough damage basically in their hand to end the game. So if they don't, they won't go for the face. Or they can have that, which results in a third path. There's a snow choker. Well, I'm not going to be able to play another weapon, which means I'm not going to have the ability to swing the game ever again. That's actually how serious that is. Sorry. This, and then this. So they're both in stealth. Next turn, I can defend the 3/3, which is going to be... Oh, if I get Blizzarded or... No, you can't coin Flame Strike. You already coined out the Amani Berserker. If I get Blizzarded, I'm screwed. So my only way back into this game is my opponent does 5 damage to my face this turn. I go to down to 11. Now I lose. Unfortunate reality. I don't... See, that's one of the big problems that this deck had and why I gave it such a low rating. It doesn't have any swing cards. It just doesn't have any... Like... I don't have Consecrate in this deck. I have 2 Truce of a Champions, and that's about the biggest swing. So if I don't get an initial super fucking strong board state, I lose. I just lose immediately. And you'll see that's what's about to happen. What was my other option? I used the Truce of a Champion, I killed the 2/1, right? Because I would still be frozen with the Truce of a Champion if I didn't do it, right? So I used the Truce of a Champion, I killed the 3/1, and then my opponent has a 3/6. It ends up in the exact same way, actually. Because then my opponent just uses their 3 to freeze my 5 and the Flame Cannon kills it. Yep.
This is my
The strongest distribution of stats actually goes out on the board by doing this. My opponent can kill me with a total of 3 damage in hand this turn. If they do not have 3 damage in hand this turn, they can kill me by doing 3 damage this turn, and then just waiting. Just wait a while. I'll do it to myself. Don't run removal. Don't be that guy. Or girl. Or... Oh. I actually have a chance of succeeding, and it is entirely based off this not being mirror image. Like, easy to duplicate. Which is basically the best response it could have been.
reporting for duty.
That was the only thing that kept me in the game that turn, by the way. Now 5 damage does it. Well, 4 damage does it, because the hero power, I imagine, would be involved in some fashion. The problem is, seeing 2 more Harvest Golems come out on the board basically guarantees my opponent's board position, and then I'm kind of screwed. Oh hey, they're not going to use the ping in order to kill the 5/1. How cool. Does that go against my 5/6? If that goes against my 5/6, you're an idiot. Go for the face with that. Are you about to make me a very happy man with your misplays? I am not a happy man.
Turn to bleed.
These two kill this pretty effectively. The water elemental needs to go. Then I freeze their silence off, and I also freeze off the negative effects of the Ogre Brute. My opponent needs 1 damage to kill me this turn. Just 1. All you need is 1. Dun 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 dun. All you need is 1. Dun 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 dun. I don't have any more heal in the deck. I either have lethal this turn or I lose. So how much damage do I have this turn? A total of 18. So I die next turn no matter what I do. Well played. Oh, actually I do have more heal in this deck. It's the Choose of a Champion. But I would probably have to use it for removal in order to keep myself alive. Boom. 2-1. God damn it. Hey, we respectably managed to get back into that game, but then again, the only... Oh, I also had a Seal of Light left in that deck. But then again, the only reason we respectably managed to get into that game was off of our opponent's horrible draws. They just didn't have the damage to finish the game. And especially as a mage, you'd kind of fucking expect them to have the damage to finish the game. On a few turns there, it was 1 damage, we'll finish this game. And those just didn't eventuate. I would be very surprised if that ever happened ever again.
Uther versus
Perma-Grin. Alright, we are versing the Joker. Lovely. Argent Protector stays in my opening hand, the rest go back.
Retribution.
Yeah. I'm looking for a good 2. Or a 1. I'd love a 1, but... Alright, I need my opponent to play a heavily Death Rattle-based deck, but they specifically have to be Death Rattles with 2 or less damage. 2 or less attack, sorry. 2 or less health! God damn it! Alright, went around for the 3rd swipe and fucked it up again! Oh. Oh. Oh.
I smell blood.
My response to that is actually this. Because if I Argent Protect, I actually just lose the 2-1 to the Argent Protector. And having a Divine Shield on a 2-3 is actually not incredibly strong. There's no reason for me to do anything other than just develop. It's unfortunate, but Scarlet Purifier might still be a really good play next turn. No matter what my opponent has. Now is it still a good play? I mean, fuck, I'll lose the card. What if I Seal of Light to remove 1-2?
Justice.
Fine.
The battle.
But only because this didn't die. It dies this turn, my opponent plays something, and then I've got the Truce of a Champion, so no matter what they play on 3, unless it's King Mukla, I can kill it immediately with the Truce of a Champion. But if it is King Mukla, I can kill it with Silver Hand Recruit. If it is anything with 5 health now, I can kill it with this, and then the Silver Hand Recruit. Could Scarlet Purify?
Stratford will be battle.
Don't be a 3-2. Alright, whatever. I didn't want to win this game anyway. Excellent. Now my Truce of a Champion is really effective. No.
Reporting for duty.
How about that shit? Eh? No. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna develop a 4-2 and a 1-1. Because I can protect it with an Argent Protector, and I'm not gonna be able to play these Argent Protectors unless I start using them soon. If I want to get value out of them at the very least. Next turn I can play an Argent Protector and a Truce of a Champion. That seems like a really good play to me.
Wonder.
I'm assuming mostly that my opponent's going to use the 5/4 to hit my face. And just develop another card. I really don't care what the other card is. It's fine.
Reporting for duty.
Not on my watch.
To battle!
I will use the True Silver Champion to kill this guy, because now the Silver Hand Recruit actually can't remove either of these. I wonder, with a shielded minibot and a 1/1, if my opponent might have used the Consecrate last turn. If they had a Consecrate, would they have possibly considered using a Consecrate last turn? I don't know. So I can't rule out Consecration as a possibility of them holding in their hand currently. Break these vines. Good, got the vines down, gotta break this. Yep, got that as well. We gotta start a fire. We have started the fire, excellent. This confuses me. I've got to remember to play the Wailing Soul before I play the Ardent Protector, lest I silence a shield off of a character that I want it to be on.
For justice!
Or I could just Mech Yeti. That seems better. Mech Yeti, Argent Protect this dude because he doesn't need to take damage to the Haunted. And then put down an Avenge for good measure. I'm far ahead of my opponent right now. So, attacking here and then consecrating would result in me having a 7/5. And then my opponent only has 3 mana to play with. But they have 3 mana to play with, a 1/1, a 1/1, and then 3 cards in hand. That actually would be really strong. Especially because it would guarantee I'm not able to play the Wailing Soul. That's really interesting. If this was the only thing alive, and if it had Avenge and you have it. Oh, you don't? Why don't you? I thought we had an agreement. You would have it. These are both already in range.
This is my response. This is my response.
This is my responsibility. You two should sit down and have a discussion about whose responsibility it is exactly. Because honestly, I'm starting to believe neither of you know exactly what the fuck is going on here. Destroying the shield was very much a setup for a thing. But then again, I imagine, yeah. They just wanted the 1/1s, I guess. So they don't have a Consecration in hand. You don't have a Consecration in hand. You didn't have the Consecration last turn. You don't have the Consecration this turn. Unless you drew it from the top deck. So I'm actually going to watch your hand. If that's a Consecration, you're a dumb man. They went second, so they could still have the coin if I'm not careful about watching whether they had the coin or not.
Reporting for duty.
One, 10, 6. Okay, so I only have 16 damage. So I guess my first test is for Avenge. So if it's Avenge, I want what? I want what to be hit? This or this? So this attacks this first. But if I attack that first, then I don't know how I'm going to play around Noble Sacrifice. So I attack the face first, just in case it's Noble Sacrifice. Then I destroy this. It avenges, and then hits a target. Yep, that's fine by me. Remove, attack. Stone Splinter Trog is only going to get stronger if Consecration hits the field. I also get to keep my 4/5, so I end up with a 3/1 and a 4/3, and then one of them gets a 3/2 buff. I also get a spare part, incidentally. That's from the top of the deck, so if that's Consecrate, or it could be Consecrate, rather. There's also another card. This one was gained from the Azure Drake, but my opponent only had 3 mana, so this also could be Consecrate. Because the Azure Drake picked it up, right? And then my opponent only had 3 mana left, so they wouldn't have been able to play a Consecration or a Truce of a Champion or a Hammer of Wrath or any of the big swingy Paladin cards. I'm definitely in a position where I can never play Wailing... Why would you target that? It's got to be like a 1 damage hit the battlefield effect. If it can target things, it's... Yeah, it's 2 damage hit the battlefield effect. Right. Why would you hit that then? Oh, a Truce of a Champion. Okay. Who's gonna get the buff? No matter who, that's lethal, isn't it? Hey.
Victory.
Well played.
Well played.
3-1. Alright, we're gonna cut to a part 2. Man of my word. Said I'd do it. So at this point, we're going to cut to a part 2. You'll be able to find a link to part 2 down in the description below, and I hope to see you there.